Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the World Class Championship Wrestling Review Series and the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel. We go into the midpoint of January 1985 here in World Class, January 12th, 1985. The first match is a review of the main event from last week. We don't need to rehash that. We've already done that, but we move into a match again from the Star Wars, holiday Star Wars. Rip Oliver and Iceman King Parsons. Parsons, obviously, one of the better known talents from the area over the last, 82, 83, 84, so 3 years we've been doing this. And very basic match between the two. Headlock takeovers and headlocks by Parsons. Rip Oliver, known as a standout in the Midwest, but trying to ply his trade here. Obviously, the heel, using power quite a bit. Big back body drop by Parsons on Oliver. Of course, the last time they met, Oliver, post-match, left Parsons laying after a shoulder breaker. So Parsons looking for a measure of revenge here at the beginning of 1985 and hopeful to get it. We then see some cheating attempts by Oliver, although he doesn't get all he wants out of those. We also see a big body slam from Parsons and lots of switches back and forth on the action and shoulder breaker by Oliver gets him the victory again, and then we go to the America's Championship. Obviously, the shoulder breaker, a major move for Rip Oliver. Not a move today that would get nearly the response it does. The America's Championship, or Tag Team Championship, as the Fantastics put their belts up against Jim Cornette's tandem of the Midnight Express, Condrey and Lane, and that is a major match here in the beginning of 1985. Jim Cornette, super young, only debuting about 3 years earlier, maybe 2.5. But you can see already that the Midnight Express, not even in well, maybe you'd say their prime, because they'd come off a hot run in Mid-South, but here in Texas, here only a little bit, and they are cooking with gas, so to speak. The Fantastics, phenomenal opponents for them throughout the next several years across many organizations. Bobby Eaton and Tommy Rogers are the ones to do the majority of the heavy lifting in the beginning of the contest. Bobby Fulton comes in a little bit later. The Fantastics are your tag team champions at the moment, and they do what would be considered a combination wrestling style where your baby faces are always trying to cut the ring off. The heels are more successful in that than the baby faces are. Dennis Condrey does not want to get hit a lot, so he's doing a lot of healing and backing off. Then we see the old school hug spot there. The Fantastics are always in motion, but it's never good when the Fantastics are cut off from each other, as the Midnight Express are always dominant with heel tactics. Something as simple as a backbreaker can turn into a several-minute hold with Dennis Condrey. Roll up 1-2 near fall by Condrey on Rogers, and the attempted tag off to Fulton does not get done as quickly as anybody, at least in the babyface corner, would like, for sure. We then kind of see the match continue to break down as they try to draw in the champions in anger. Continues there. Jim Cornette on the outside, always trying to gain an advantage for his team, be it with his coaching / yelling or his tennis racket upon occasion. Obviously, the racket a big deal. We basically see two heats here for the heels as they manage to cut the ring off on Tommy Rogers. Bobby Fulton comes in and cleans house completely on the Midnight Express for the next several seconds. All four men break down in the ring. Definitely a tag match worth going out of your way to see. If you're a fan of the Midnight Express, if you're unfamiliar with the Fantastics, certainly go out of your way to see this. The Fantastics do get a victory with a cross-body. Bobby Fulton, I believe, pinning Bobby Eaton, and Jim Cornette is just fabulous. Throws a tantrum in the middle of the ring. He is extremely upset, as one can be expected. We go back to Reunion Arena, the outside stadium show, with the betrayal of Chris Adams, and then we do see a main event here, as Adams and Kevin Von Erich do battle. But they kind of set the match up there. The match is chaotic. They brawl all the way around the ring and are ready to go at each other, obviously because of the betrayal by Adams on Von Erich. Von Erich is going for the claw early. He's trying to get any advantage he can possibly get. Adams able to break things down. Adams does. It happened months ago, but dyes his hair just to acknowledge being a heel, I think. Just kind of looking different, looking a little different on purpose. The airplane spin actually dropping down is Von Erich, and we then kind of see a breakdown there where Adams is willing to brawl, willing to do whatever he needs to do to get the victory. People on the outside watching the action, and it's clear that the fans are certainly behind Von Erich. He gets a 3 count out of nowhere, but that's not enough for Kevin getting the victory, as he has taken a pile driver mid match. He's not satisfied until he gets an extra added bit of revenge, but Kevin Von Erich is your victor here this week, and we will close the midpoint of the month of January in 1985 here in World Class.